So, last weekend was supposed to be a regular Saturday afternoon. The plan was simple: hang out in the backyard with some friends, enjoy the sunshine, and maybe have a barbecue. My brother, Tom, who recently picked up beekeeping as a hobby, decided it would be the perfect opportunity to introduce his bees to our garden. "They'll love the flowers," he said with the confidence of someone who had watched exactly 2 YouTube videos on beekeeping. We all nodded politely, not realizing this was the start of an unexpectedly eventful day. Tom appeared, looking like a cross between an astronaut and a beekeeper, carrying a small hive he had affectionately named Buzzingum Palace. He set it up near the garden, and we all gathered around to watch the bees make themselves at home. At first, it was fascinating to see them buzzing around, busy with whatever it is bees do. But then, things took a turn. Apparently, Tom's bees were not the shy, introverted type. They began mingling, and by mingling, I mean aggressively exploring anything that moved, including our neighbor, Mrs. Jenkins, who was just trying to water her petunias. As more neighbors peeked over the fence to see what the commotion was about, the bees decided it was time to expand their social circle. Before we knew it, the backyard was buzzing with more than just bees. It was filled with neighbors, all swatting and ducking in what can only be described as the most chaotic dance-off in history. Tom, ever the optimist, declared it a block party, and somehow, everyone started to go along with it. Even Mrs. Jenkins, now wearing a colander as a helmet, seemed to be enjoying herself. Just when I thought we had reached peak absurdity, Tom, with a straight face, turned to me and said, "You know, I think the bees are really good at hosting parties. They always bring their own buzz." And with that, I realized that not only had Tom's hobby gotten out of hand, but he'd also been waiting all day to drop that zinger. It turned out, the true sting of the day was not the bees, but Tom's terrible sense of humor.